father, it means everything. It means you are the priest in the house, you are the mediator in the house, you are the role model, you are everything. Because as a father, kids tend to look at the parents, and whatever the father does becomes what the kid.
What's the greatest lesson you learned from your father?
Well, I have a couple of lessons that I've learned from my dad, but one of the things that he taught me is not to quit when I start something, and he also taught me about failure is not a defeat until you stop trying. So every time in my life when I have to try something and it doesn't rather go my way, I have to persist until I find what I'm looking for. I don't stop the feeling.
The best way I know how to make him proud is to be proud of myself, be a success, to live up to the name that he's made, to appreciate and to stand for something more than just myself.
I like my dad about my dad is that he's always there for me. I really look up to him and his success. You know, I want to be as successful as him and be able to, you know, provide for my family like he does, and that's just something I feel is great, you know, for him to do for us.
What's the greatest lesson you learned from your father?
Probably no matter what situation you're in, like always know where your place is and where your background is, and always keep going and make the right decision.
What's one thing that is outstanding about your dad?
One thing, he is different. He wants to hear me out. Like when I'm going through a hard time, when I have drama in school, he's there to listen to me and, you know, give me good advice.
What kind of conversations did you usually have with your father?
Wow, that's a difficult one because it was not always easy to have a conversation with our fathers those days. But obviously there were discussions here and there. But one of the discussions that he always made sure that he held with me and my brothers and the rest of the family is about working hard. He always made sure that we remembered that we can get anything we want in life. Everything that's in life is available, but we have to work hard for it.
What does it mean to be a good father?
To be a good father, Sidney Poitier said that the measure of a man, of a true man, is how well he takes care of his family. And that's what I would say about my dad. Growing up in a family of 6, my dad really did take good care of us. And that's not just financial, taking care of us in terms of providing. He led by example, and that's what I would say. So I would say how well a dad takes care of his family is the true measure of his manhood.
I think, to me, in my life, what I think I've done or what I'm going to do to make him proud is to continue with his principle of achieving the best. Even in my schooling and in my career, I want to achieve the best. And I think that will make him proud because that's what he instilled in my life.
What would you do to make your father proud?
Just work hard in all that I do. Don't let him down, and just take every opportunity that comes to me to make him happy.
My father's also outgoing. Whenever he has to do something, he not only does it for himself, but he does it as an example for the children, to show them that that's how they're supposed to do it.
What kind of father would you expect in your future husband?
Somebody that's God-fearing and will raise his children by example according to what we've learned.
church is to be the priest. I really believe that God has given the men the responsibility to be the leaders and the responsibility to be the priest in their own homes. So I really believe that as a man, God expects me to be the leader, to show the way for my family, and also to be the leader in the church that the Lord can use me through to be a blessing to others.
What do you and your dad do for fun?
Me and my dad, we watch a lot of games. We're sports fans. Mavericks and Real Madrid are like our life, so we watch a lot of sports. Yeah.
What kind of conversations do you usually have with your dad?
We talk about philosophy, history, math, religion, just life.
What's one thing that is outstanding about your father?
He's awesome. He listens to us.
Oh, we crack jokes all the time. And then we watch the game, especially the Mavericks game versus the Heat. That was the best time we ever had. Of the NBA, the best NBA series we ever watched together.
Well, I've been a father in both nations, in Kenya and in the United States. And in Kenya, we have a lot of shortage of information. Information is so restricted that the father is the source. He brings a lot of information. If kids were to get knowledge, they would get it from the neighbors and from the village and from the school. But here, when you come to the United States, there's too much information from the internet. There's too much information from the cell phone, from the magazines, from the TV. And that information is not filtered. The information may not be, information that is, guided or help to raise the kids. So, as a father, you want to come in and help the kids to know what are the right morals and values that a kid needs to take. So you find that you want to come in with your advice, but there's a lot of information that comes in and the child does not know what to choose from. So as a father, you have that challenge, but it's a challenge that has to be overcome. You still have to be persistent, consistent, and you also have to be a role model. That's one of the challenges that I...
What aspect of your father do you see in yourself?
I have his kindness. I try to be as nice to people as I can be, no matter how bad they're mean to me, and that's what my dad does. He's nice to everybody.
A good father should be able to set good example to the kids, and especially with regards to the morals and values.
I leave home around Monday and I come back around Thursday night, and one of the things that I have seen with my kids, especially with my youngest who is 5 years old, is that the longer I have stayed, I can see her trying to negotiate with me. For example, the last 2 weeks I have realized when it hits Wednesday, she starts telling me, "Dad, if you come home, I'll have 2 pictures for you."
What do you and your father do for fun?
We usually go where water slides are and just like to go to restaurants like McDonald's or Subway and go to the park and walk the dog, and that's what we usually like to do.
What does it mean to be a Christian father?
Christian father is a responsibility of reflecting what God's commission in the family, in the structure of leadership. A Christian father wants to be like the Father that is God. If we can just take a step and just view what God is, be like Him to His children and to our spouses, then we can get a good example of how it should be, just from what God commanded.
I know, my God, that you examine our hearts and rejoice when you find integrity. You have kept a record of my toss and turns through the sleepless night.
Son, I guide you in the ways of wisdom and lead you along a straight path. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to my instructions and don't let go. Guard them, for they will help you through your life.
A righteous man walks in his integrity. How blessed are his sons after him. Happy Father's Day to all fathers. You have a special place in our hearts.